I first grabbed 2 of these wooden boxes from Dollar Tree, and I'll be using some brown acrylic paint. I'm just applying the brown paint inside of a solo cup, just watering it down so it is nice and thin, and then using a paintbrush and just began applying that acrylic paint water mixture all throughout the boxes. And since I water down the acrylic paint, this is kind of going to leave me with this wood stained finish without using any of those harsh chemicals that are inside of wood stain. Go ahead and allow those to dry and look at how pretty they are. Then I grabbed 4 of these 5x7 canvases, also came from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut around the edges. That way I just take off the canvas, so that way I'm just left with just that wooden frame. And don't throw out that canvas. You could always save it and rip it up and add it to a messy bow for future projects. So now that I have all the canvases taken out, I'm going to start gluing these together. So I'm using some Dollar Tree adhesive glue with a mixture of hot glue, just gluing 2 of those together, and then the other 2, and then you're just gonna glue both of those sets together. You want to allow this glue to completely dry for about 10 to 15 minutes or overnight. Then I'm just going to be painting those in the same water and brown acrylic paint mixture. Again, this is going to leave me with this nice wood stained finish without using any of those harsh chemicals that are inside of wood stain. And once that is applied, you want to just allow that to completely dry. And once that brown is dry, now I'm going over this with Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. And all I'm going to be doing is a dry brush method. So I just apply a small amount of the plaster on my paintbrush, and then using light brush strokes, I just went all throughout the frame. So some of that brown is still kind of peeking through, and this just leaves you with this nice weathered look. Now go ahead and grab those wooden boxes that we started the project off with. Place those on the bottom of the frames. Again, using that Dollar Tree adhesive glue with a mixture of hot glue, and just adhere those right to the bottom. Again, you want to make sure that this glue completely dries for about 10 to 15 minutes or so. I then had this metal star that I picked up from my local thrift store. I'm just gonna rip up some of this homespun fabric, and there was a pre-drilled hole at the top of the star, so I just kind of poked that right through. And I'm gonna place this on the top of those wooden frames. And you could hot glue this. I had my staple gun, so I just used that to hold this into place. Then adding some Spanish moss inside of those boxes to act as a filler. And then just start adding some accent pieces of your choice right inside of those boxes. I did find these red, white, and blue berries from Dollar Tree. These are so cute and a great accent piece. But there you go, guys. I think this came out so amazing. I hope this inspires you guys to create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so, so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.